Good to get to speak to you again. Today is Wednesday, March 25th. We're trying to learn to live in a new world, a world in which coronavirus disease 2019 dominates the news, the social media, and our every thought. Today, my thoughts narrow to the effect the virus has had on our community and how we react to the virus. Most people stay at home. Elementary students through college students are at home indefinitely. Hand sanitizers are everywhere. Nobody's hugging or shaking hands. It's like we start to approach loved ones or close friends, then an invisible cord attached to our backs yanks us upright and startles us into recognition of our new reality. So we step back and wave at each other as if we suddenly have an issue that threatens to blow us apart. But all we can do is sheepishly discuss the impact this pandemic has had on each one of us. And then we wonder, is everyone taking this thing seriously? We hear reports of people having the nerve to run off to the coast or to the mountains, or we discover that our governor hosted a gala event to inform us to stay apart. Putting people together to tell us to stay apart. It seems like an oxymoron to me. It reminds me of a bumper sticker I saw 30 years ago protesting our first attack on Iran. It said, "No war for oil." In itself, it was an appropriate way to react to the fear of young men and women in our military being killed on foreign soil. But a bumper sticker? Protesting fighting over oil in a vehicle that runs on petroleum products? We believers in Jesus have an opportunity to show love for our community during this unprecedented time. 2 days ago, I quoted Sebastian Junger from his book Tribe concerning the idea of pulling together as a community. And I quote, "Our modern society isn't a kind of paradise. The vast majority of us don't personally have to grow or kill our own food, build our own dwellings, or defend ourselves from wild animals and enemies. In one day, we can travel 1,000 miles by pushing our foot down on the gas pedal, or around the world by booking a seat on an airplane. Well, usually. When we're in pain, we have narcotics that dull it out of existence. And when we're depressed, we have pills that change the chemistry of our brains. We understand an enormous amount about the universe, from subatomic particles, to our own bodies, to galaxy clusters. And we use the knowledge to make life even better and easier for ourselves. The poorest people in modern society enjoy a level of physical comfort that was unimaginable 1,000 years ago. And the wealthiest people literally live the way gods were imagined to have. And yet, there are many costs to modern society, starting with its toll on the global ecosystem and working one's way down to its toll on the human psyche. But the most dangerous loss may be to community. If the human race is under threat in some way that we don't yet understand, or maybe now we do, it will probably be at a community level that we either solve the problem or fail to. Two of the behaviors that set early humans apart were the systematic sharing of food and altruistic group defense. The earliest and most basic definition of community would be the group of people that you would both feed and help defend. A society that doesn't offer its members a chance to act selflessly in these ways isn't a society in any sense of the word. It's just a political entity that, lacking enemies, will probably fall apart on its own." End quote. So for us believers, let's be a community in the best of sense. Let's provide food for each other. Let's protect each other. Let's not fall apart. Peter wrote in 1 Peter 1, 22 and 23 about what we do after we're saved. "Now that you have purified yourselves by obeying the truth, so that you have sincere love for each other, love one another deeply from the heart, For you have been born again, not of perishable seed, but of imperishable, through the living and enduring Word of God. It's time we remember to love one another deeply. No fear. Have a good day.